Hello everybody, Glitch Reaper here. I'm back for some more Thaumic Resurgence 2. I'm back to the Ether, and doing some more Botania stuff. And yeah, things are still falling out of the sky. That's just gonna be a thing. But I was going to start making mana spreaders and some nice productive flowers of various sorts if I can. So let's see what all I can actually make here. Of course, first, I'm gonna need a water bucket. Because every time I do this, I need to fill this up, so here we go. But the other thing I'll be needing is a gold ingot, actually. Of course, it looks like sometime soon I may have to think of doing massive production, because one thing, Botania can eat your EMC pretty fast. But yeah, to make a mana spreader, you need 6 pieces of living wood, any mystical flower petal, and a gold ingot. That's how you make your initial spreaders. And there are other tiers, and some actually are a little more cost-effective. I like the middle tier more myself, the Elven. That's the one that I like. I just haven't really got around to going full on it. But at some point, I definitely will. Oh yeah, I need to throw away some things I got for beating one of those specters. They do show up all around here a lot. So that's definitely a thing. Okay, I'll have myself a mana spreader here, and whenever you have your Wand of the Forest, kind of shift, use click with it, and do that on what you need to bind to something, and then do the same with the thing you need to bind it with, and it gets it to point right at it. It makes it really convenient to get it all aligned without having to do the initial positioning every single time. Now, as for productive flowers, produce mana. Let's see what we got here, because now I have my ability to get it in the bowl. I just need to produce some. Mana Star. Huh. Okay, that has some interesting ways of doing it. This is basically a way of showing whether you're losing or gaining mana. I haven't really used one before. I may eventually. Just kind of put it next to the pool. But for something a little bit more useful, let's see here. We have lots of very interesting flowers. Let's see what all these I can actually make. This one requires runes. I haven't gone into making the runes yet, so no. Hydrangea is classic. It'll produce some for a while. I prefer a long-lasting flower. One that I can kind of keep feeding for a while. You gotta feed your flowers. You see, Moonlight Lily. Yeah, all the ones that are kind of passive in one way or another will kind of decay after a while, so Hydrangea and Moonlight Lily, no. Let's see, what's the Omniviolet? For its books or written books into mana. Okay. And apparently you can put bookshelves around it to increase the power. That's interesting. Although it requires several runes, including some of decently high tier. So probably not. One of my old favorites is this one here. But, I mean, I could produce a rune of mana, but not initially, because you need mana to get that stuff. When it comes to runes, you have to have mana to get them. Stonesia. Turns various types of stone in. Yeah, wow, that requires a Gaia Spirit. I have not done the Gaia fight around here yet. Thermal Lily, this is the one that likes eating lava. Oh, again, anything with runes is not a good idea right now. I guess I'm really going to be stuck on the Indo Flame for a while. Yeah, like just about everything except the, well, the thing is, for me, Indo Flames usually work out fairly well anyhow. What about Munch Do? Is it gonna work? Because, nope, rune. That's when you're going, nope, rune. There's a nope, rune. Slims? Nope, rune. Rune is involved. Okay, I guess I'm gonna be stuck with Indo Flame. because it's one of the few that only requires petals. I need 2 brown, a red, and a light gray each. But at least every time I do it, I'll at least have something started up. Okay, so let's see what I have here. I do have some brown. You get about 2 mystical petals for each flower, so that helps. So let's see here. I think it was, wait, was it? I think it was 2 brown, 1 red, and a light gray. Do I have light gray? Yes, I have light gray. Because I'd like to produce about 3 of them, because from my experience, usually a regular mana spreader can handle about 3 Endo Flames each. And then that's usually about the excess of what, usually that's about what they can take. I will have a couple of petals left over, so that's going to be a thing. As long as I have at least a few flowers of each... Oop, gummy sweating away. That's always weird. As long as I have a few flowers of each type, I can always make more. Because, in fact, I might actually start that up with some of these leftover petals this time, because I already have my spreader. So that's definitely a thing I already got handled. Okay, so I'm going to need some seeds. About 3 for all that. Okay, I've already got that kind of set for that part, so... You know, the little lift this gives is actually about perfect for... Nope. Don't let me go into clouds. I was gonna say, this is the perfect position to toss stuff in. Okay, so... a couple of mystical brown. Light gray. Red. And a seed. There we go. That went right to my inventory. Electric magic. Yeah, there's an interesting advancement. Okay, so let's get myself a nice new bit of water. I might be able to even afford a little bit of a different way of doing that. So I think the Evertide Amulet isn't really that expensive, and that would kind of help because you can just kind of click on it and it automatically fills anything that needs water. So that's a possibility. I could totally do that. So I might go for that. Okay, got another one of those. Because then I could just have like that one out in my inventory and just use it whenever I needed it rather than going in and out. So let me see here. I will toss in both these browns. One red, one light gray, and a seed again for a 3rd time. Now I have 3 Endo Flames. They will help me out quite a bit. Although, at first I might want to show off... Let's see, do I have any shears? Yes, I do. I have shears. Because I might want to show off how you can basically just improve your flower production. Wait, then again, if I do this, my bag won't actually hold any of it. I can put things in here for now. So I'll just kind of leave that with it because it's kind of part of the process. So I'll remember to do that later. But you can kind of multiply your petals by kind of bone mealing them after you place them on the ground. And then they'll turn into a tall version that you have to shear. And then that'll give you twice the amount of petals each. So you can keep doubling your supply over and over. So that's basically why I was talking about that. Now, as for this, I think I'm going to probably just array this back here. Okay. Oh, I can see some of my other stuff's ready, so I can always get more of that later. Now, usually they bind immediately. And if they do, you can look at what you're trying to see if it's bound to something, and it'll outline what it's bound to. So these flowers are already bound to this mana spreader. They're ready to go. So I don't have to worry about that part. I just need to power them up. And usually there's various kinds of fuel you can use. Mobius fuel is really great, and it does do it by burn time. Like, these Indo Flames literally take fuels, anything that you normally burn. Although, not necessarily everything categorized by Project E. In fact, there's some things that aren't. Like, it's odd that I'm not seeing blaze rods in that, even though they do burn as a fuel. It's just it's not considered an alchemical fuel. The blaze powder is, oddly enough. I mean, I can kind of see that because, let's face it, you use blaze powder all the time to fuel your brewing stands these days. But yeah, watch this. Yeah, each of the flowers will take a combustible item that's a fuel type, and it'll start producing mana. Now, remember that you can use your just a moment, let me shift mode here, function mode. You can click on something with your one of the forest to kind of check up on it. Oh, let me check here. Okay, yeah, it's getting power. And every time it reaches a certain threshold, which is about that first little pip on there, or little mark, then it creates a mana pulse. And that can go into things like your mana pulse, etc. Now, to actually stockpile mana in your personal inventory, that's a bit of a different story. I'm trying to see if this is going to produce enough for what I'd like to do, because I need to make a mana tablet. And mana tablets, and I'm using the book mostly here just because it shows that it does work. Mana tablets are produced in a couple of different ways. You can use either a mana pearl or a mana diamond, and you have to use like 8 living rock. Now, how you get a mana pearl or a mana diamond is you literally throw the corresponding item right into the pool. And oh, you're doing that weird thing where I mean, it's convenient to search, but sometimes it does weird things. Yeah. Are you already out? You're already out. This is why I usually use Mobius fuel. And it does have a cap, so that is something that you kind of need to be mindful of. That there is like a cap on how much fuel power that they can actually use, because they do it kind of over the time something would burn, but then they have a cap as to how long they can do out of that period. So there is a limitation. Now the thing is, I'm curious if this is enough. I tossed in a couple pearls earlier, now I'm just refunding one, because I'd like to do it off mana pearl. Ah, it's saying that I can. The thing is, whenever you want to transmute or power up something in the pool, it will tell you whether or not that thing is capable of actually working, because at the little arrow, it'll either give you a check mark saying you're clear to go, or it'll give you an X indicating, sorry, you don't have enough power. So as I toss this in, boink, it just goes. So now I have a mana pearl. And because I have my ability to do crafting this way, it's time to go, why not? There we go. My mana tablet is ready. It is weird actually seeing numbers behind Botania. And the fact that it says like 500,000, and this is showing like out of 1,000,000 shows just how much units it usually is out of, because the thing is in Botania, it doesn't look like you're using that much mana for a lot of things, even though it's doing a lot. And that's because Vasky wants to hide the numbers, but apparently this edition of Wyla doesn't like that. So, yeah, this is going to be a new experience for me, because I did not purposefully plan that. Like, I did not add an additional mod that just shows you the indicator. It's just how Wyla is working right now. It really is. So, sorry about that, Vasky. Your arguments with them, not me. Yeah. It's getting in quite a bit. I might even be able to do something else with it. Let me see. I already have this. Oh yeah, I need to make my runic altar. Because I have a petal apothecary, but I need runic altar, and it also requires living rock. So thank you, monk ability, to just break things. It just saves a lot of time. And you know, I might actually go for that blind fight challenge. I may. I'm thinking about it. I mean, it's for good abilities, so I might go for it. And if I remember right, you can also use a mana pearl for this. But again, I want to use it with the book. Runic Altar? Yeah, the irony is it doesn't use as much Living Rock as the Mana Tablet. The thing is, it's also interchangeable between Mana Diamond and Mana Pearl. For various reasons, I'd like to go with Mana Pearl. Partially because I did receive a couple of pearls recently from that Spectre, so again, might as well just be gift items. So while that's doing some exchanging, I'm going to make myself my Runic Alt... Oh. That's always funny. Block armor accepts any block. That's always just kind of hilarious. Okay, I'll want it within shooting range of this, because they do have a range where it suddenly drops off how much power they're transmitting. So I think I'll just put that over here, so that whenever I'm doing runes, I can send power to them effectively. That seems like a good thing to do. In fact, I might want to actually get one of my other favorite producing flowers ready, the Rosa Arcana. And there's reasons why I think this is one of my favorites. I mean, sure, I use Endoflames a lot, and probably always will, for bulk power production, but this one can be super fast. And the thing is that it makes good use of your experience, and it will convert experience into mana. It's literally how it works. But you have to be kind of careful with it, because you can kind of overwhelm a mana spreader if you use it too much of it at once this way. So it's actually a really powerful flower, and you can only bind one spreader per flower, so that presents a slight problem. Now apparently I can, well, it's just interesting, you can actually substitute in the mushrooms these days. It used to not be like that. It used to be like the mystical petals only. So there's been a lot of changes to Botania, and so nowadays it has add-ons where it didn't used to, so that's a cool thing. See, so I need a couple of the pink, a couple of purple, and a lime, and the Rune of Mana. Thing is, the Rune of Mana requires some Mana Steel and a Mana Pearl. It is its own special rune. There's some for the basic, like, classical elements of earth, fire, water, and air, but there's also the Rune of Mana. There's the Runes of the Seven Sins and the Runes of the Four Seasons. So there's very thematic runes in this, and they're basically meant mostly as a crafting mechanic. Now, because I'm going to need myself some iron for this, it's showtime. Oh wait, I haven't really been scanning as much as I could have. Eee. Oh yeah. I am loving how this actually scans everything now in Botania. I really am. But I'm also forgetting several times to actually go for it. Okay, got something there. Really? I forgot to do my pull before? When did I scan those? Anyhow, there we go. So I'm getting lots of scans. It's a good thing, because I want to build up to do more Thaumcraft research, but I'm going to need a backlog of observations, so clicky clicky. Okay, now let me see here. I have that, I have that. Do I have enough for all 5? That's the question. I have enough for at least one. Yep, I had enough for all 5. Sweet. Okay, so it does have aspects. Huh. You know what I noticed? Is this one of the few ones that actually has an aspect of magic to it? Yeah, I think a lot of Botania things have the aspect of magic, so that's pretty cool. Or at least a lot of things that have actually been infused with mana directly. So that's going to be a good rule to remember, actually, when trying to get the two to interact. And it's like classically good to interact Thaumcraft and Botania. It's just kind of more what I was going for specifically in my pack. So I'm really liking the fact that it's actually going to work out that way. Okay, I've just been getting a lot of mana from those, and it just keeps on pulsing. So it's a gift that keeps on giving. Got some observations and stuff. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's definitely good. I'm liking that. Okay, so it's time to show how this part works. Runic altars, you kind of click the things onto it that you're going to have transformed into runes, and then you have to direct a decent amount of mana into it. It says it's ready. So I need to rebind this over that way. Okay, so you... Oh. Darn it. Dope. I had it still in function mode. Okay, how close are you? Okay, the thing is, it's going to show the rune over there on the right, and it's kind of giving you a little progress, because it's kind of filling it in. Now, there is more than one way to do this, and I may even qualify for one of the ways, because you, at least I think you can use a certain technique on this. But yeah, you can directly like pulse right to it, or you can have, I think you can use sparks with this. I'm not sure in this version if they finally got that, if he finally got that to work. But I know that's how you can do it with the making Terra Steel. It's just I keep forgetting whether or not you can do it this way. I know if you have like a lot of mana, you can just kind of vent it, because usually you can only put mana spreaders to go into pools. But if a mana spreader is adjacent to a pool, it can pull out of it and then fire at something else. So I can use this as a reserve. So if I were to, say, have this mana spreader right here, and then aim right here, then whether or not I had any flowers providing, it would be able to send whatever mana was already here into what I was aiming at, like, say, this runic altar. Okay, it's lit. I can put that back, and now that that's powered, all I need to do is to finish off by tossing a piece of living rock on top of it. Just one. Okay, let me see if I can get this to be a special throw. Nice. And then you click it with your Wand of the Forest. Drop pop candy. This isn't candy. It's nice, but it's not candy. Wow, that's still going. Sometimes I forget how long that lasts. But that's a good thing, because I'm going to be needing some more mana. But for now, I need to get myself a bit more water, because I'm going to be making a new flower. Because once I make the Rosa Arcana, it's going to be pretty nice. Then whenever I build up a lot of experience, I can actually use it for additional mana fuel. Okay, I remember I needed purple, pink, and lime. Like only one of lime. So mystical lime. Oh wow, I only have one left, so I may have to actually grow more of that. Of course, I can go out in the world and get more, and I can, do the plural fertilizer thing again if I need to, and just get whatever. Okay. Oh wow, I only have one purple, so I am going to be out of that. And I do want to make this flower, so I'm going to go ahead and prioritize on that. Pink. I mean, I can go back out in the world. I can just grow some around here. So I think I'll be okay. Remember, it always ends with seeds. Okay, so 2 purple, 2 pink, 1 lime, the Rune of Mana, and seeds. There we go, we have the Rosa Arcana. This one is just nice. I really do enjoy it. I'll also have to throw another one of these into my backpack. I'm seeing that guy over there. Okay, it's temporarily out of juice. So it's the perfect time to go with bind mode. And then try this. It has a very short range, which is a good thing, because you can control it. Note how much that gave it really fast. See? This is why I said it can overwhelm it. You have to be very gentle with it. But at the same time, it just provides so quickly. I think you recoded exactly how it works. So that it kind of... I think he made spreaders themselves more efficient so that they can do it faster. But yes, I'm donating my experience to the pool. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's going to generate a lot really fast. Yeah, that is insanely good. Out. There we go. And yeah, that gave it a lot. So that's one of the reasons why this is one of my favorite flowers, is it just gives you so much. But I also like just kind of holding it around with me because I know that I don't use it all the time. So I just kind of use it as like a quick surge of mana whenever I want it, or need it for that matter. But yeah, with that I can say I certainly have a pretty good amount, even though it doesn't really look like it. You'd be surprised how much that can do. Now, the question is, what else do I want? Of course, some things don't require runes, but they do require the ability to convert things via mana. So hence why that's actually a pretty good amount. It's usually conversion doesn't really take much. See, I don't think I'm going to be using too many functional flowers right now. I think what I'm going to do is see what I can get in the form of nice accessories. A bauble case might be nice. It helps carry various baubles in it. Okay, that would actually be fairly cheap. 3 mana steel, and a gold ingot, and any kind of chest. I still think it's weird that sometimes it seems to actually figure a chest mimic as an actual chest. I don't know how it's thinking that, but it is. This should be sufficient. Okay, because I would like a bauble case. Pretty sure this will be enough for all this. Thank you. Don't know if it's extremely specific or just sort of specific, but oh well. There we go. This is something I hadn't actually really used before. Okay, and it automatically accesses whatever you have in your bauble, so it knows. That's really nice. I like that. Now, But the thing is, that's better as a bauble, but here's the question. Can I put a bauble case inside a backpack? It's just... Yep, it's okay with that. That's good to know. Just in case I need to have things in my case. Elixir scanning. Okay, so that's actually pretty nice. And now I'm actually prepped for doing any actual baubles I might like. Let me see here. Oh, the bands of aura. These are pretty cool. They require runes of mana, so I'd have to recharge one of them. But what they do is they passively generate mana for your mana holding items, such as your mana tablet and anything like that. You can upgrade it with Terra Steel later once you get to that phase. But just having it is nice. And it is a ring, so that comes in pretty handy. A lot of things can use ring slots and be perfectly great. Let me see here. Bottled Flame, this is a new one. Bottled Flame automatically consume torches in your inventory and place it when you are in the dark. Okay. Okay. So it's just kind of a convenient, like, if you forget to place your torches, or just don't know where they all are. Cirrus Amulet lets you do a double jump. That's nice. Rune of Air and Rune of Autumn. Frost Ring. Rune of Mana and some ice in Mana Steel. Okay. Freezes large areas of water and lava. Also applies slowness creatures looked at by the wearer. Okay, that's cool. So I could slow down anything I'm looking at. And it freezes large areas of water and lava. Okay, that's a literally cool ring. I think I want this before I go out, so... Yeah, I think I might make myself another Rune of Mana and prep a few other things, and then I should have myself a nice Frost Ring. Wait, is that in base Botania now? That was from Extra Botany. Okay, so these are from one of the add-ons. I like that. I like that add-on, so I think I'll go with that. This should have plenty of mana to complete the process. But I'll have to kind of feed it for the rune. Because that's sort of a thing about that. So toss some of those in, toss that in. Okay, and then I'll be... See, I need to be in bind mode. Okay, and now I'll power that up. And because I want this ring. I'm going, yes. Thank you. Okay, so that will work for that. I like these loftier jumps. So thank you very much, Golden Feather. So that'll power up, and while that's happening, I'll see what else I need for the ring. I need ice and more mana steel. Okay. I think I have ice. Yeah, I do. Because I have fought some frosty creatures, and that will do that. Because in Black Knight's mobs, if it looks frosty, it probably drops ice. I'm not going to guarantee everything looking frosty drops ice, but it is a bit of a pattern. So just saying. Just making sure I've scanned everything before. Okay. Oh yeah, I'll also need... Well, I think... Yeah, I already have some good amounts of living rock left. So this is about to reach full power in all likelihood. It's almost there. Okay, so I think I have everything that I need for this. what was the way of... Okay, I need to actually... Oh, I need to actually finish making this on a runic altar. That's interesting. I don't think I've actually made an accessory on a runic altar before. Usually kind of assemble other stuff first. Oh, I overshot. I did not think I would overshoot it. That was kind of news to me. Okay. Oh, come on. Just let me give it a good throw right on there. There you go. Okay, now it gets interesting because I'm actually going to be crafting this on a runic altar. Wow, it crafts fast this way. Well, it's created fast. What I'm wondering is, do I have to do the living rock this way too? Because that's the tradition of the runic altar. Okay. I also got my rune back. That's not a glitch, folks. A lot of things that involve runes these days, you actually get it back so they're more catalytic. So, just saying that's not a glitch. Don't report it. It's not a bug. Okay, that doesn't scan, but it's from an add-on, so I wouldn't expect it to. But, this does mean I get a second ring. And this lets me slow down creatures I'm looking at. Thing is, now I'm actually kind of wishing I had one of those specters around here just so I could stare at it and slow it down. Of course, whenever I go back to close out, I will have something to stare at because I always have demons showing up in my nether portal. So I've got to be able to check out this slowing function. Apparently it's raining outside. No demons at that time? Seriously? There's always demons around there. It's actually kind of one way I farm EMC. Is I just whack demons and they give me stuff. Now, is it night? Because if it's night, I have something else I need to do. That's... Nope, it's during the day. Never mind, I'll wait for night off camera and then do that thing, because I just need to, like, defeat several things basically bare-fisted at night. So I will prepare myself for my monthly challenge. And otherwise, nice to show off some Botania this time, early steps, generation, and the fact that a lot of the mod is heavily based around Baubles. So you get some good accessories with it. And now that we have additional add-ons and stuff, that's going to be even bigger of a thing. So yeah, that's going to be fun. And now I'm hearing the demons. Oh well, I guess I'll take care of them. For now, this has been Glitch Reaper. I've had a good time here. I'll be logging off. Hope to hear from you all later, and bye for now, everybody.